Welcome back, friends. Streebo here. Absolute Streebo Rama, that's right, from MVP Mutant Radio. And it's time for another edition of MVP Convention Survival Tips COVID Edition. Da, 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 da. Welcome. Oh, wait. Before I get started, okay, that's better. Because this is what we're going to have to do at the show, believe it or not. Welcome, friends. Before I get started, I want to reach out to anyone that has been affected by COVID, coronavirus, your family, friends, whomever. Wish you strength, wish you support, and let you know you're not alone. We're all going through this. Keep your head up. Now, I'm here to talk to you today about the upcoming Mad Monster Party and the Mad Monster Party Film Festival. The event's coming up February 19th through the 21st, Concord, North Carolina. I want to say that I expressed my concerns about continuing with the event this year in North Carolina, several months ago to the promoters, and we talked about it. And ultimately, the decision was made to go forward because there are so many vendors that reached out saying, if we cannot vend at conventions, we do not have income. We cannot pay our bills. We cannot feed our families. So here we are. Those are the reasons. Okay, so if you have any kind of objection to the event going on, if you want to call it a super spreader event, any of that other stuff, none of that is true. Okay. The goal is to once again put on the event 10 years running now. Okay. And to make it as safe as possible for everyone to come and enjoy. You know, the promoters are taking the cue from Disney World. Temperature checks at the door. Masks are required. Hand sanitizing gel will be provided. Social distancing outside of your own group will be required. So if you have reservations about coming, you can't wear a mask because you have medical conditions. You don't want to wear a mask because of your politics. Don't come, please. Don't come and try to prove some kind of point. You're not going to make it far in the show. You're going to be escorted out. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to have that happen. But it will happen if you try something funny. My most fervent hope, and that of everyone involved, is that the people that do come to the show will embrace the safety measures that we're trying to enact and will see this event as a step towards getting our lives back, reclaiming our lives, reclaiming fandom, showing that no matter what has happened in this past year, it's not going to hold us down, that we can get together, we can do it peacefully, and we can do it safely. It's going to take everybody's effort, everyone's participation, and there aren't going to be any exceptions, period. So, I wanted to make sure I took a moment to tell you those things. Because, I've had reservations about promoting an event during an ongoing pandemic. If you follow the numbers to a certain extent, they're starting to turn towards the better. Vaccines are rolling out. We've made it through the holidays. People have finally stopped traveling and getting together. The numbers are seeming to go down. Mad Monster successfully promoted an event in Arizona this past fall. All the safety measures were enacted. Everything went great. No issues coming out of the show. There was one person that wanted to take advantage of the eating guidelines and thought, well, I'll just walk around the show with something in my mouth without my mask on. They got escorted out. So please don't do anything like that. Okay? So I'm just taking this moment to communicate to you, from me to you, to let you know we're here with you. We have been dealing with this. Those of us that, whether our families or friends were affected by it, whether it's something we deal with in our day to day lives as frontline workers, what have you, we are taking it seriously. And if you're like me, and some people I know, I mean, we're beaten down from this past year. It's been a rough year. Everyone's spirits are down. They really are. And we need something to help uplift us a little bit. We were fortunate enough to get the Mad Monster Party 2020 event off right before the whole pandemic broke out in America this past year. Literally, probably a month before the lockdowns began, right? It was one of the last shows that they got. There were a few others, but it was one of the last that were pushed through, and before everything went to heck in a handbasket. And fortunately, it was a great show. I had a great time. Everybody that came had a great time. We had a blast, and we were able to carry that memory and feeling with us for the year. And I had a lot of reservations coming into this year. I had planned to open the call for entries much earlier than I did, so I could use the budget to improve on some of the tech involved. Um, yeah, believe me, there are people behind all of this. Okay, nothing is magical. There is no money tree that dribbles down from the sky that brings us all these things. Everything is some kind of resource that we've put in place, whether myself or the promoters or what have you. I delayed the call for entry for months and months, and until finally, I talked to the promoters. I'm like, what are we going to do? What do you want to do? These are my concerns. How are we going to address them? And they were up front. This is how we're going to address it. We're going to treat it like Disney World. Get your temperature checked before you come in. Their masks, their social distancing. Photo shoots will have clear plexiglass between the celeb and the fans. So there you go. It's the best we can do. People need the income. And in the old showbiz saying, the show must go on. So we're going to do our best. Get out that old Mad Monster spirit. Put on a show for you. One more time. Hopefully there will be many more. Who knows what's to come in this world? It's changing by the minute. It really is. If you'd have told me we'd be where we are today 1 year ago, I probably would not have believed you. But thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying the show over the years. Thanks for making it what it is, because it's the fans and the interaction between the fans and our fellow collectors, our connoisseurs of cinema, our lovers of things fantastic, that have made this a great event every year. It's one I always enjoy talking to people at. I've never had issues with anyone there, except for people I know. People I don't know are great. Um, and we need it. We need something to lift our spirits again, right, guys and gals? So, find out all the details over at madmonster.com. Okay, switch you over here right quick. Right there, you can see there's big old Barlow with his mask on, because you're going to need the mask to come in the door. Okay, leave your politics at home. We don't care. Find out all the details here, madmonsterparty.com. I'm Streebo from MVP Mutant Radio. That's right, the podcast. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon. We're going to have a good time. And we're going to be safe doing it. It's a little easier without the microphone. Much easier without the microphone. But you get the idea. Put on a happy face, monsters. We'll see you soon.